My name is Denzel Clarke. I play baseball and I'm actually playing for the Oakland Athletics right now. I always knew I wanted to do something in sports. I didn't know it was going to be baseball till I was around 16 years old. So I grew up playing soccer. I grew up volleyball, tennis, basketball. Like I grew up playing almost everything. My first love was originally soccer, but I ended up getting like asthma and it kind of pushed me out the game because I couldn't keep it with the running and stuff. But I ended up clicking with baseball. I started playing around 10, and then when I reached 16, I think it was, I realized I really have a chance to like do something with this game, with this sport, and that's really when I was like, it's time to like go all in with this. I feel like playing a lot of sports definitely helped my success in baseball grow because there's so many things you can take from other sports. I'll give you an example. In tennis, the footwork you need in tennis, like it translates so much to whether you're playing on the infield or playing in the outfield. Your feet always need to be moving, and in tennis, if your feet stop moving, you're probably going to lose the point. So that's a big thing. My uncle played professional football in the CFL. So a lot of stuff we used to do when we were younger, just playing catch with the football, just obviously cleans up the arm action throwing a football, but just learning how to track a football, like reading it out of the hand, and in that case, it eventually translates to reading it off the bat. You're going to get good jumps. You know how to like follow like the flight of the ball and everything. So that's something that really, really helped. I heard about LPS. They actually reached out to me through Instagram. I think, how old was I? I was probably like around 16 at the time. And I wasn't too big on like strength training at that time. So I kind of like, my mom, she's an Olympic athlete. So she's kind of provided my base through a lot of my training and stuff. So at the time I was like, I'm good right now. But then when I really need to take that next step, I reached back out to LPS and I'm like, I'm ready to take that next step. And I knew they could do it for me. Just results while I've been here at LPS in terms of just physically, I've put on a lot more weight, but it's not just like any type of weight. It's like good weight, and it's weight that I can move with functionally. So I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm more powerful, and it really translates to baseball as well. My arm's gotten a lot stronger. There's a lot more carry on the baseball when I throw. When I'm hitting, the ball's coming off the bat a lot hotter, flying a lot farther, and then on the base paths too, I'm moving around the bases like I haven't before. So it's really been amazing. The difference between LPS and where it was before in any other gym, I really just see is the atmosphere. You can't be mediocre coming in here. Like nobody's gonna allow you to, and it's not even like the people won't allow you to, it's the atmosphere. Like you just feel it as soon as you walk in the gym. Like you can't like give anything below 100% when you're in here. The athletes in here, everyone else, it's just a level calling you higher. Where I was training before in regards to movements compared to LPS preaches full range of motion and making sure you maximize everything you've been given. And where I trained at before, it's teaching like not full range of motion. And one quote that really comes to mind when I think about LPS versus any other place: if you treat an athlete like glass, they're gonna break. LPS really builds you up. They don't treat you like glass. They train you and treat you to be a monster, versus other organizations and other environments I've been in. They're very tentative, but you can't do that. If you want to be a beast, you got to train like one. So the term dominate, as used in the gym, and how it kind of like translates to me playing baseball and just even the culture in the gym. Like I said before, you can't be mediocre when you come in this gym, and it really wires your brain differently because there were times where I just like kind of go through the motions and it was good enough, but to really dominate, you can't go through the motions. You need to take your mind to a different level, and through the past year really, while I've been at this gym, I've seen just mentally, like, is obviously strenuous physically, but the mental strain creates a different type of like durability and endurance, even in baseball, to know that I've done something more difficult than what I'm doing right now. And one piece of advice I'd like to give to myself, younger athletes, just play a lot of sports. It's really beneficial in the long run because there's so many things you can take from other sports and bring into whatever you end up choosing as your profession, and then find the right pieces of the puzzle you need to make yourself better. And it's obviously very difficult when you're young, when you don't know what's going on. I had a lot of great guidance from my mom, who made it to the top of the top for sports, so she's able to guide me, but you need to find the right guidance and find great strength coaches, great therapists, great coaches for your specified sport. So that's a big thing.